good evening, beautiful people, beautiful ladies, or good morning. Depending if you're watching me via the UK, it's about to be like 5 something, or Europe, okay, or Asia, it's already like afternoon. My name is Bricia Mayombo. I'm a mindset, a transformation, as well as wellness coach. I have a mission, okay, I'm in a mission to help a women just like you who suffer from childhood past trauma as well as postpartum trauma. Here, discover the true purpose and become the best version of themselves, aka the mind shift queen. Welcome. If it's the first time that you're tuning in, do let us know where you're tuning in from. Or if you're just used to, I would love to know exactly where you're tuning in from. Whether you're watching via live or via the replay. Happy you day, mom. Happy self-care day, mom. I hope and I trust that you really took the time today. If you have not, I hope you did. What did you do today just for you, mom? Share down below. I love to know exactly what my moms are doing. Have you treated yourself today? If yes, what did you do special only for you today? So I wanted to come and answer this question. Just give you a little tips how to make exercise a priority. How to really keep up with something, because I post a question and some were talking about a lack of consistency. Also another person was talking about the time. You might be there as a mom, especially you might be just the children, etc. Whatever a reason that you have, and again, my question have no judgmental. I am on myself. I have my own struggle myself, and I do understand that. I will understand and can relate to you, because it might be now easier for me, or kind of I might stick on a routine. But I can tell you, like a year ago, or even like few months. So I want to just say simple. A few years ago, I had just had a baby through a C-section, and I can tell you, through my new mom out there, if you're struggling to even look at yourself in the mirror, if you're struggling to look at yourself, whatever, wear those gym clothes or those sexy things and pants that you wore probably before you were pregnant, or why before you're pregnant, and you hate yourself right now, I do understand, even though it's a word that I chose not to make. But the first thing that I want to tell you is to know your why. Why is the reason you want to exercise? So drop down below and answer as you're coming in or as you're coming out. You don't have to be a mom only. It can apply for everybody. The first thing you have to know is your why. Why is the reason why you're exercising? Why is the reason why you want to go back to the gym if it's the gym? Why is the reason why you wanna get back to the size that you were if it's a size? Why is your why? Drop down below. My why came up differently, because again, different stages of your life will bring you different whys. And again, as the deeper you get into your mission, in life, you will see differently. And again, as you're changing, also a new stage, a new season in your life, whether you're a new mom, whatever your child is growing up, it's gonna be different. The reason why I made exercise a priority, the first one, were that I was diagnosed a few years ago with an ovarian cyst. I thought I was healthy, all right. I thought that my eating habit were okay. I thought that I love to cook, okay. I thought that I was okay until I went to the OBG and I was diagnosed with that, and I didn't know what was going on in my tummy. So you probably had there and saying that you look healthy from outside. You probably eating whatever you want. I'm African, descendant African, 100% African, okay. I grew up in Africa. And the way we eat is totally, of course, the food, it's I would say organic, kind of, but like really natural. And moving in the US was totally different. But we're not focusing on the food again. I thought I was eating right because I love to cook. Most likely, we cook from home, at home. But when I was diagnosed with that, it made me kind of look at my health differently. I realized that I was not making myself a priority. I was highly stressed. I won't say obese, okay? I was obese, okay? And I did not like myself. Of course, I was still in the transition of the trauma and stuff, not even discovering exactly the reason why I was not having the body shape that I wanted. And during my trauma section, during my trauma season, I made the fridge my best friend. So whatever I would feel low and down, that was during this moment that I will open the fridge and eat whatever I found there. I will not lie to you. That was one of the worst and most miserable moment of my life, because I was coping my pain with food. I was coping my feeling with food. I was coping my stress level with food. But for me, it felt okay until I realized that that was a kind of trauma that I was going through. I did not know that. So you probably there, you probably realize that why do I love to eat so much? Why, or the opposite? Why do I totally lost the appetite of eating? Let me tell you. I made a decision because I had a decision. The OBG told me I only had one option. It was to get surgery. I made a decision not to get surgery. So I decided once to change my eating habits, so my relationship with food changed. And I decided to really focus on exercising. That was my big number one why I didn't want to have a surgery at that time. The second point was like I wanted to become the best version of myself. I wanted to become the best mom my children could ever have. The best spouse that I could ever be for my spouse. The best human being that if you even see me, you could ever meet. The best version of who I was created to be. Those were my why, because I knew I had a calling. I knew I had a purpose. Okay, even at that time it wasn't clear, but I knew that many people have passed away right before they even started, or in the middle of the calling, or in the middle of the the pitch of the career. And I did not want it to be my call. And first, second of all, lastly, I wanted really to stay there longer, to enjoy my life, to enjoy my children, to enjoy my family. Those were my why, and still are. So how to make exercise a commitment? How to really keep that as a commitment? How to really stick to that? How to really make that a priority, especially as a mom, as a worker, whatever you're doing in your life right now. It is hard sometimes in your schedule. The number one thing that I want to do, number one best I always say to anybody, is to know your why, and also not to compare with anybody. I want you to know and understand that the journey that you are living right now. Where are you right now? Have you just got your baby? Is it like, are you a new mom, or are you just like a mom who never had the time to take care of herself, and finally the kids are growing up, and you finally finding you making different decisions? So you can drop down below which season, which branch are you, or you just like a simple woman who just wanted to regain a vitality, probably feeling tired all the time. So drop down below. That is the second thing again. Do not compare yourself. I used to be scared. I used to be discouraged. I used to give up. I would start and then give up. I would start and then quit. Why? Because I would skip. I wanted to look like that person on the magazine. I wanted to look like that person on the movie show. I wanted to look like that person on the TV show. Stop comparing your journey right now with someone else's journey. I always say that those person in Hollywood, for example, they might have, probably the finances are different than yours. Maybe the reality is different. The reason why they're doing that thing is different. So I stopped comparing myself. I become the best. I made a decision to become the best version of who I was created to be. So I don't compare myself no more. I don't want to be sized like anybody. I want to be my best version. How do Bricia 20 years ago, 10 years from now wants to look like compared to the one that was 5 or 10 years ago? I compare myself. I look at the picture before, look at now, and the picture. I keep the future picture in mind, not the past picture ever. Because if you keep on looking at the past picture, it might throw you off. It might also discourage you, because again, you will say, oh my God, am I going to make it? It might scare you. Yes, it will motivate you. It can motivate you, but it can also scare you if you keep on looking how you wear, how you look like, how you were when you were 20, and 20, probably 30, 40. That's why I say you have to know where you are right now. I'm not saying that you cannot use your past picture to motivate you. I'm not saying that, but it can be a trigger differently. It can have a different, opposite sensation in you. When you look at that, it can stop. It might stop you, from going where you were. What has worked for me is to have the picture in mind of who I want to be like. not like a movie star like I used to think, but the best version of me. What is the best version of Bricia? So you can answer that question as you answer the thing. What is the best version of who you want to be? What is the best version of that person you want to be? What do you want to look like? I'm not talking about the size, okay? I'm not talking about, no. How do you want to feel? How do you want to be? Where do you want to be? How do you want to behave? How do you want to interact with people? What is that best version that you describe? How do you describe that person, that woman is seeing 20 years from now, or 10 years, even 5 years, 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks from now, a month from now, 6 months from now? So as you coming out on the video, please answer down, describe that perfect woman. I'm not asking you to compare yourself with this movie star, no, or by you. Look inside you. How do you see yourself in few years? Based on that, okay, based on that again, whether you're a mom, a young mom, a woman who never had a child, etc., you're just a woman who is trying to become the best version of herself, you have to create a program or find out or manage or kind of manipulate it until you find that perfect schedule that works for you. You've heard people who say that they belong to the 5 a.m. club. You have people who say that they do work out at 4:30 a.m. You have women who say that they woke up at 2:30 a.m. You have, so whatever you are, okay, whatever you're doing, I want you to know where you are. I want you to acknowledge, your journey. Hey, babe. I want you to understand that, why can I fit me with where I am right now? So I can ask you another question. Are you a morning person or are you an evening person? If you're a morning person, okay, that means that you probably wake up at 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. in the morning, or 4:30 or 3:30. If in evening, you probably prefer to do the late workout in the evening. I am most likely, most of the time, a morning person. That means about 4:35 a.m. my brain is already up. So I schedule my workout around this time. That didn't used to be the case. It used to be like, it was kind of a schedule because, again, I was breastfeeding. I just had the baby and I had to manage her waking up in the middle of breastfeeding. So again, that's why I said that yours right now, you have to acknowledge, hi beautiful, welcome. You have to acknowledge the scene that you are in right now. Find out the schedule that works perfectly with where you are right now. Now, how to make it a routine? I want you to start with 21 days. Baby, I'm coming. J'arrive. 21 days. 21 days. So write down 21 days. Okay, go. 21 days. Make a commitment with 21 days. That commitment is not with a Hollywood person. No, with yourself. The best commitment that you can do or can even make or you can even broke is the promise to yourself. There was a passage that I see that a personal trainer would say that when I see someone with extra 20 pounds, extra 30 pounds, extra 50 pounds, I see that 20 years or 20 months or 20 weeks of broken promise to herself. I don't see the pound. I see 20 minutes. I see 20 months. I see 20 weeks of broken promise to herself. So know that the journey that you want to start, the commitment, is not because you want to look like someone else, because you want to become the best version of who you were created to be. So I want you to commit to 21, not 30, 21 days. It takes 3 weeks for your brain to get you to a new habit because you have to break the habit. I'm not going to tell you must wake up at this time. You must do not know. I want you, as you're answering those questions of the perfect person, I want you to make a commitment to yourself for 21 days and make a decision to yourself. I'm going to commit to myself for 21 days. And this is the thing. I am not asking you, all right, to work out for an hour. I'm only asking you, I'm making the challenge to you to work only from 10 to 20 minutes, maximum 20 minutes each day. 20 minutes each, that's all you need. If you can make 30 minutes, fine, perfectly, but 20 minutes that you need to do daily. If you have a schedule, again, that's how it comes to personalize, okay? 21 days. If you work, for example, at night and you only have time in the morning, walk during the morning. If you work during the day and you only have time during the night, walk out during the night, in the evening for 20 minutes. If you know that it's in between your break, I've heard women who walk out during their breaks, walk out in the break, whatever that fits you. I'm not going to give you a fit schedule. I want you to find out to make the schedule that fits your current life as we're talking. That fits your season. All right? 20 minutes for 21 days. Why? Because it takes 21 days. It can, 3 weeks, 21 days for your brain to get used to a new habit. You could go to up to 66 days. That's the maximum. But 21 days is the minimum. Once you do that, the next thing again, you have to have a kind of little motivation, right? Do something because of motivation. Take the calendar. Because you have to challenge again. It is a challenge that you're making for yourself. Take a calendar. Take a calendar. And what you're going to do, take that calendar, all right? And then you have to, anytime you walk out, you have to check one day. Check one day. Check one. You know how we make the to-do list? The pleasure, the beauty of the to-do list is when you have that mark, right? But imagine if at the end of the day you did your 30 minutes, you checked out. Monday, you did your 20 minutes, you checked out. You make the check mark, you call it whatever you want. On Tuesday, etc. If you have done that for those 7 straight days, you're going to have a long line of check the whole week. It is going to be motivated for yourself. This kind of little self-motivation that I use, this little trick that I use at the beginning of my, before I really had a set schedule. It's going to be good. It's going to be motivated for you. It's going to be self-motivated again. It is something that you see. It's your self-reward. The next tip that I'm going to give you how to make workout, how to really stay motivated for a workout is to find out a workout that you enjoy. This woman do not like to be on the treadmill. I do not. This woman do not like running. However, I had to start going running sort of at some point because again, you have to fit. If you never, I have my personal trainer again, shout out to her, no excuse, just do it. She made a video, it's like, if you never ever, if it's been a long time that you exercise and you want all of a sudden to go and hit the 5K on the treadmill, you're going to kill yourself, lady. And that's what a lot of people are doing. You're making yourself miserable. The purpose of exercising is to make you happier. So you have to find out that activity that makes you happy. You have to do something that you enjoy doing. You have to find an activity that is pleasant for you. For me is why I love walking. Alright? Especially with my child at night or anytime. I love walking. I enjoy walking. I enjoy being in nature. I love now doing the little jogs. Okay, before I wasn't able to do that 100%. I also love being on the bike. These are the things that I love. But most likely, I love dance. So most of my workout are dance workout. I lift weight more, so it's part of cardio, ab, push or whatever. I mix it, but it's most dance for me. I love it. I enjoy dancing while having fun, while burning calorie, while taking care of myself. So you have to find something, find an activity that you enjoy doing. Ladies, this is the secret that I learned. This is the goal that I learned. If I can give you a best secret, I can never give you a better secret than that. Find an activity that you do. Do not go do climbing and you hate climbing. You're going to feel miserable. You're going to start doing climbing for 1 day, for 1 week, maybe for two or 3 days, and then you're going to quit because you hate it. You're going to be running a marathon knowing that you don't like running. You're going to sweat, whatever. You're going to feel ugly, miserable, and then you're going to quit. Find something that you enjoy doing. I love dancing. Most of my exercise are dance exercise. I don't even do the rest that I do. I lift weight. I love gym. I always love gymnastics since I was a child. I love doing that. So most of my movement, most of my exercise, I choose them around the thing that I love doing. I love going outside also for a walk, for 30-minute walk. Go for a walk. Do something that you enjoy doing, ladies. And again, I hope that those tips will help you. I hope that you will make them your practice. And if you do, Come back down this video. I want to see your calendar for 20 days checks month. I want to see, hey bro, how are you? I want to see your, I want to see the commitment that you're making to yourself. 21 days, remember, the first tip was to know your why, the reason why you want to make, exercise a priority. Know your why. What is the reason exactly you want to exercise? Second of all, I want you to have a visual picture of where you want to go. I don't want you to look at the woman you were when you were 20 and you know that now you're a mom, you have 2 or 3 kids, and you still want to be like, you have to be realistic. So I want you to have the vision of where you're going, not the vision of where you were. Because again, the reason why a lot of women get discouraged because they don't have the perfect and clear vision of where they're going. And it can be in your relationship, it can be in your business, whatever you want. You have to see where you're heading to be able to be motivated toward where you're heading. If you keep on looking back or looking the size that you wear, it's gonna make you discouraged because you even quit before you started. All right. So have the perfect vision of what is the woman you want to be, how do you want to feel, etc. Those who are coming or going to be watching the video here, look at those questions, answer them as you're dropping them. And again, next one, I want you to find an activity that you enjoy doing, and until you find that activity. For me is dance. I love dance cardio. I love working out. What is your activity that you enjoy doing? Do not go doing climbing. Do not do something that you hate doing. You are going to quit. You're never going to stay committed because you don't enjoy it. Part of the exercise is not killing your body. That's what people are saying. It's not to make you miserable. You have to enjoy what you're doing. If you don't enjoy what you're doing, you're not going to make it to the end. You're going to make it for 2 or 3 days, or maybe for the holiday, because a lot of people do the diet for the holiday. And after the holidays, there's no life. No, I want you to make a commitment with yourself, for yourself, to be able to look the best version of who you were created to be. Not a Hollywood star, but you. All right? The thing that I also, that I told you that motivated me, that I used at the beginning of my journey, was to use a calendar. For 21 days, I want you to use that calendar, and every time for only 20 minutes, I want you to exercise from 10 to 20 minutes. And at the end, each day, if you have done your 20 minutes, I want you to check mark. You're going to see a progress at the end of those 21 days. And this progress, this visual progress, is going to be a little self-motivation for you, not for another person, all right? And last likely, I want you to check that. I want you to post down below. Again, if you are a morning person, work out in the morning. If you are an evening person, work out in the evening. I'm not going to give you a setup schedule. No, you have to make a schedule that work with your reality. You might be a stay-at-home mom. That means that your schedule might be fluctuating according to the kids. You might be a new mom. Okay, that means that you cannot even have a setup schedule. Ladies, be realistic. You do you. You set up your schedule according to your reality. I don't want you to be thinking about the perfect schedule. There's no perfect schedule. You make it perfect because it's your life. Remember, you are working on to becoming the best version of you, not another person. Again, of course, my motivation is also, what I take. Okay, I talk about eating all the time, but also I take vitamins. Okay, I cannot call them vitamins, so to speak, they're nutrient. And I'll put the link down below, guys. Those are the things that has keep me sometimes, because again, they ask us to eat 8 to 10 fruits a day. Again, that's going to be another topic for probably next week. I want you to start really making that a priority. The same way you are scheduling for anything else, schedule. Make sure that you are really putting a budget to have those nutrients. The one that I use, I've been using them since I was back home. And thank God, when I came here, I found the maison mère, the houseware here in the US, and I keep on using that. So I use even the baby. That's what we all use. Why? Because I believe in that. That's the reason why I share that now, because I've seen the result in me. I've seen the change it has done in my life, in my family life. And I cannot have something that changes life like this, that is natural, that is made with fruit and vegetable, that I cannot share with my ladies. So again, it is something that can help you also to boost your immune system. Some of you are tired. They can even wake up in the morning. Probably next week, do you want me to talk about the routine of, how to be motivated, how to get fatigue? So what are other topics that you want us to be discussing? Drop them down below. Also, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, like and share. It's Bricia Mayombo, Born for Purpose TV. Okay, I would love to have you there. And put a comment, what did you think about this episode? Share down below. Is it difficult for you to exercise? What are the reason, or what is the reason why you cannot exercise, keep exercising really, a journey, a commitment? What can't you commit to exercising? Okay, so drop down again. It's not judgmental. I'm here to help you. You and I, we are in the same journey. I know if you're struggling, I know been there, done that. There are days that I don't feel like doing, and I'm gonna head up with this little story. That was yesterday actually. I usually do my workout in the morning, and the morning was no guarantee because the little baby acting up, so the night was kind of chaotic. And so I woke up in a rush, etc. I dropped to school. I was only able to do my workout in the evening, and I posted in my Instagram thing that I say now, you know what, better, better late than ever. It was probably I feel around this time that I was probably able to cool off, that I was able to focus on me. And again, that happened. I was guilty, but I knew that because I was committed to myself, I was not going to go to bed without having those 20 minutes or 30 minutes. I worked out for 1 hour actually. It did not take me, it did not happen overnight, okay? I started with those 20 minutes I gave you. So I worked out for my hour, I did my 1 hour workout. That's how I was able to, I was happy because, that was the commitment I did to myself. It was late. I could have been there. Back in the days, I was saying, it's too late. But no, there was no excuse for me no more. I made that a priority. I know that no matter what happened, I better do that late. I better in the middle of the day than not do it. Because if I go to bed without working out, I will not feel good. Again, it is not like I'm killing myself. It's something that I enjoy doing. I only choose the exercise that I enjoy doing. So it doesn't feel like a misery, it doesn't feel like a torture. So again, answer the question. I hope those are going to help those moms there. Whether you are unusual, know that we are here together. If you need other tips, about health, mental health, health, also drop down below, ask your question. Your girl is here to help you. Also visit our YouTube channel. Also follow us on Instagram. We would love to be, to have you among us. And again, what other question do you have, ladies? I hope this is gonna help one really. Do me a favor, tag a woman, tag a lady, tag a friend. Or why this is not Congo, so this is not gossip. It is something that can save a woman's life. A lot of women are struggling with it, so please share it. Share it. Tag a lady that can be blessed with that. And again, happy self-care day, ladies. I remember you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Also, we are going to have our first virtual self-care day, mom self-care day. It's going to be via Zoom. I hope I'm going to be seeing you guys, beautiful ladies. Just sign up. It's going to be a powerful moment. A discussion, a table round. We're going to be having really a one-on-one discussion. Open up hearts, no taboo, where, we'll be able to go deeper into that if it's struggling with that, but it's all going to be about, the self-care. I'm going to share those deep tips that help me, that's still helping me on maintaining that energy. You guys probably see the glow. What am I doing to still glowing in the middle of the pandemic or whatever to keep up with it? I will share that with you, lovely ladies, tomorrow at 7 p.m. I'll post the link down below. Also, if you can, order, join us also. Get your vitamins. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great for the whole family. I love you guys. I'm gonna leave you by saying that remember that you're born for a purpose. So never ever compare your life, nor your story, nor the season that you are in with someone else's season. I want you to embrace your uniqueness. And remember, ladies, you come in here before we're gonna watch it have you. You remember that we are here together, you and I, to change lives one man at a time. And again, happy you there, beautiful ladies, beautiful moms. I love you dearly, and I hope that these tips are gonna help and motivate a woman not to give up. While you are working to become the best one of you, no one can do it but you. Or that butt that you want to have, the butt that you're gonna have, you're not gonna have it by sitting on that same, but you need to stand up, you need to do the push-ups, you need to do the abs, you need to do the squat, whatever it takes, guys. You need to move one step at a time, one day at a time, one movement at a time. I love you guys dearly. Don't forget, come back to this video, answer the question. I want to see your James. Answer those questions. I want to see your calendars. I want to hear saying yes, I'm taking the challenge for 21 days to stay committed. 20 minutes each day. It is not anything else that you cannot do. You had babies. You've done it. You've done harder than that. You probably CEOs, all right, spouse. There's a lot of things that you need to do that you're doing already. So 20 minutes just for you cannot kill you. I love you guys. You can see I'm excited. Whenever it talks to the topic of health, I'm always excited because that's something that I vouch about. So I love you guys dearly. I will see you, in our next video, and tomorrow for the self-care day mom virtual on 7 p.m. Central Time. I love you dearly. Bye, beautiful. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share.